The FIFA World Cup 2026 has already given us one of the most unforgettable opening weeks in the history of the tournament. And if this is just week one, the next few weeks are going to be absolutely extraordinary. Because in the space of just a few days, we got records shattered, legends tested, tears flowing, and giant killings that nobody saw coming. Let's start with the man, the myth, the eternal Lionel Messi, who on his 200th international appearance for Argentina, playing in his 6th World Cup at the age of 38, silenced every single doubter on the planet by scoring his first ever World Cup hat-trick against Algeria in Kansas City, finishing with 3 stunning goals in the 17th, 60th, and 76th minutes, each one more vintage Messi than the last, and in doing so drew level with Miroslav Klose on 16 all-time World Cup goals, while also surpassing Pelé's record for goal contributions at the tournament. And when he was finally substituted in the 79th minute to a standing ovation from nearly 70,000 fans, even Messi himself looked reluctant to leave, as if this stage is the one place on earth where he still feels completely and utterly alive. But Messi wasn't the only superstar to announce himself in week one, because the very same day Kylian Mbappé scored twice for France against Senegal in a 3-1 win, breaking Jules Fontaine's all-time France scoring record to become Les Bleus' greatest ever goal scorer. And just hours before that, Erling Haaland, the 25-year-old Norwegian machine, scored twice in the first 43 minutes of his very first World Cup match as Norway demolished Iraq 4-1. The man who famously told CBS Sports he might cry during the Norwegian national anthem, living every word of that promise. And now these 3 generational talents are on a collision course that could define the entire tournament. Then came England versus Croatia, the match of the week without question. A breathless, end-to-end thriller in Dallas that ended 4-2, with Harry Kane opening the scoring from the penalty spot in the 12th minute before adding a second just before halftime. Jude Bellingham driving through the Croatian defense 2 minutes into the second half and firing low across Livakovic to restore England's lead. And then substitute Marcus Rashford sealing it in the 85th minute with a composed, curling finish after Bukayo Saka, another substitute, played him in brilliantly. England finishing with 22 shots and a performance that finally showed what Thomas Tuchel's fearless attacking England can look like when they play without fear. Now let's talk about the moments that broke hearts and warmed them at the same time, because no story in week one touched people more than Vozinha, the 40-year-old Cape Verde goalkeeper who made his World Cup debut against Spain and single-handedly kept the reigning European champions out across 90 minutes, making 7 saves against a team that had 27 shots and 75% possession, earning the Player of the Match award in the process. And then at the final whistle, he hunched over near his goalpost and wept, not because of football, but because his grandparents who raised him had passed away years before and couldn't witness this moment, and because his mother couldn't afford the visa money in time to travel to America to see her son become a World Cup hero. And in that one image of a 40-year-old man crying alone by his net, the entire world fell in love with Cape Verde and with this beautiful, cruel, perfect sport. On the subject of upsets, and there were several, Portugal's 1-1 draw with Congo DR was the one that sent shockwaves through the tournament, with Cristiano Ronaldo, now 41 years old and playing his 6th World Cup, failing to score and missing 2 golden chances, his goalless run in major tournaments now extending to 10 matches, while Congo DR, playing at the World Cup for the first time in 52 years, equalized through Yoane Wissa's header right on the stroke of halftime, and then defended with such courage, organization, and pride that they fully deserved their historic point. Meanwhile, South Africa held Czechia to a 1-1 draw, making clear that African football in 2026 is not here to make up the numbers. This opening week has had everything. Messi chasing immortality, Mbappe rewriting French football history, Haaland finally arriving on the world stage, England's 4-2 thriller, a 40-year-old goalkeeper making his mother proud from thousands of miles away, and 2 African nations standing tall against European giants. And the best, genuinely, is still yet to come.